Alright, hi guys, my name is Jessica, and I did Can People Accurately Detect Lies? And why it's studied is if we study this topic to understand how people can lie, we could detect human behavior a lot more easily. And people everywhere would be able to tell what the signs are when people lie. And I think that if people could detect lies accurately, that our world would be a lot more judgmental than it already is. And we would be able to tell when someone is lying in order to get out of a bad situation like we all did as kids. Our parents would be able to know everything. And then if we can't detect lies, I don't really think our world would change that much, except for our parents wouldn't be able to tell anything, and neither if you got in trouble you were going to jail, people wouldn't be able to tell if you were lying. And then the pro side, who people think that it is detectable, Ekman, O'Sullivan, and Frank said that it is possible to accurately detect lies, and that the purpose of their studies was to determine their hypothesis on people accurately being able to. And one of their studies they did was they took 20 males ages 18 to 28, and they were asked the strength of their opinions on a number of current controversial social issues. And then after they determined what their strengths were and everything, they split some of them to go into an interrogator, and some of them were to tell the truth, and then some of them were to lie to the interrogator. And if their truth was believed, they received a $10 bonus, and if their lie was believed, they received a $50 bonus. And then people whose weren't believed received no bonus, and then half of them received further punishment because they weren't believed. And then the other source from a Stanford article that said if unreliable lie detection gets used, people's lives will be lightened. And then Greeley said, I think it's crazy for us to let these technologies be used for lie detection until we have a clear, robust, peer-reviewed research that shows how well they work. And then for the con side, DePaulo thought that humans were incapable of accurately detecting lies. Then one of the questions that he asked was, would people be better lie detectors if they had more experience at it? And then he said, and then I think this is a very important question that not many people think of. And then in his experiment, he took law enforcement officers, and they were given an audio video of 32 truths and 32 lies, and they were to determine which ones are lies and which ones are truths. And they could not, for the most part, they couldn't tell the difference. They just thought that they could. And they tested college students too, and then they had no clue. And the only people who did really well at it were Secret Service agents. And then Hansen said the next empirical attempt to develop an effective lie detector was through voice distress analysis, the origins which date back to the 1940s. Voice stress analysis, that's supposed to be reports to measure psychological changes in the muscles of the voice box that are thought to be associated with deception. So it's how much your voice changes and facial structures. And so for my conclusion, I think people can accurately detect lies to a certain extent. I think there's a lot of variables that play into it. I also think it depends on how old the person is. We're going to be better at telling a lie than a 4-year-old's going to be. And then I also think it's what the lie is, how long you've been thinking about it. If you know you're about to be tried for a crime, you're going to think about it a lot and over again. And then according to research, some people believe it is humanly possible and some do not. There are many variables to the lie detection experiments. It also depends on the question and it's how old the subjects are. And then those are my references. You can leave that in there because that's Ainsley's too.
Okay.